South Carolina and Tennessee, what this means for Tennessee, this means that, hey, you really are a good program now. This wasn't just a good team. You would be a good program if you take care of business the way you should. You've already fell flat of that expectation, fell well short of that expectation against Florida, okay? Florida absolutely ate your lunch running the football. South Carolina is not going to be able to do that. They have found a little bit of renewed success there in that area with Mario Anderson, but it's still a modicum of success. It's not just overwhelming, but Spencer Rattler can play some football. And we know that Beamer and company have some things that they were able to scheme up last year against that defense. That secondary was playing at a totally different level for Tennessee last year, not playing up to the standard that Tim Banks and William Martinez and those guys over there on that Tennessee defensive staff expect. But this would mean for Tennessee that, hey, we not only can learn from mistakes, but we are a solid program where we can make adjustments, we can bounce back from adversity, and we can keep ourselves in the thick of an SEC East race, because you lose this one and everything you're playing for is gone. Okay. South Carolina, this would just mean, hey, that Shane Beamer continues to have magic if he's able to win this game. Okay. I think that when you're South Carolina, except in those Spurrier years, South Carolina has always been viewed as kind of the plucky underdog, the guys that, hey, yeah, they'll come and they'll play you hard sometimes, but unless things really just bounce their way in terms of turnovers or something like that, they're not going to be able to win a football game. They had everything going for them at Georgia, and they just didn't have the horses to finish it off, and Georgia just pummeled them in the second half, okay? Can they keep a sustained effort in a place that they have not had success in Neyland in a long time, okay? It's been a house of horrors for South Carolina over there. And they're going to have to find guys to step up around Spencer Rattler and Xavier Leggett. Okay. They've got to have guys step up. Does Trey Knox have a big game? Who else at receiver? Is it Raheem Brown? Juice Wells is not going to be there. Does Nick Harbor get in here and make a big play? You know, you got to find some consistency somewhere else other than Rattler and Leggett, even though they're playing tremendous. The offensive line, can you hold your water? Can you be disciplined when you have a Neyland crowd that is going to be going nuts, and communication is going to be a problem, you know, making sure you make adjustments on protection, stuff like that. So the question for Shane Beamer and company is, are you ready to take that next step and win a big road game in the SEC? I'm excited to see both of those. South Carolina has to find some way to get just some kind of run game going so that they can keep that Tennessee pass rush from just pinning its ears back and coming after Spencer Rattler just all night. Absolutely coming relentlessly after the quarterback of the Gamecocks. And Tennessee, hey, you know, got to prove that you can do things consistently. Can Joe Milton be accurate early? Can the wide receiver and the quarterback be on the same page early? Can they run the football with consistency, which they did not do against Florida very well at all? So they've ran the football in other games well, but in Florida in that SEC game, they didn't run the football well at all. So a lot of stuff to see here. Is Tennessee a good program? Is South Carolina ready to take the next step?